everybody. Thank you for being with me today. It's time for a tarot reading. Strength card in reverse. Queen of Wands. Beautiful card. Two of Cups in reverse. The Hanged One, but in reverse. I'm supposed to get another one. Knight of Cups. Oops. If you know me by now, my cards are always hard to place. At least for me, I'm like, what? Why are my cards moving? Look. Okay, this is a relationship reading. This is you, the Queen of Wands. And this was your, I don't know if it's already an ex or you're still in the middle of a dissolving relationship, but okay. We have you, we have the Knight of Cups. So the Queen of Wands is a confident energy, you know, queen and like fire energy with the wands. You know who you are. And I have a feeling you didn't always know that. This is like a newfound confidence. I'm getting the imagery of like a fire that's newly stoked. Like maybe before there was just small flames or just embers. But it's now, you know, it's recently been fanned into a real flame. You're coming into your own. So before I talk about this person, we'll look at the other cards, right? Two of Cups in reverse, talking about a relationship, but I feel like the reversed position is talking about how it's kind of rocky right now. The Strength card in reverse, you're struggling with the fact that it is dissolving. You know it, like even if it hasn't been an official breakup, whether you're still together, whether you're still sleeping together, whether that person is right next to you, it doesn't matter. You already know that it's not going to work out. You already know. And you're struggling with that. We have the Hanged One in reverse. So at this point in time, you don't understand what's happening. You only feel that it's happening, but you don't understand why. And so this reading is meant to give you some clarity. The reason that it's happening is because you have become more of yourself. So as hard as or as difficult as this is to hear, the reason that this relationship is ending is you. You didn't do anything wrong, by the way. You didn't do anything wrong. In fact, when you think about what our goal is in life, right? Your mission here on earth, if you think about it. Why am I here? What is this meant for? Why do I exist? When you think about it in that context, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You are becoming your own person, right? A confident person. A person who's not afraid to be themselves. The problem is the partner that you have doesn't match this energy. Okay, the Knight of Cups is talking about immaturity, usually emotional immaturity. So there is no imbalance, if I want to think about it that way. It's like at the beginning of this relationship, you fit each other because you made yourself small. Like I said, just embers. You were not a queen. You were small. You fit in. You adjusted to the smallness of the other person with you. You know, if you feel that they're immature now, it's because you were immature then too. And so at the time that you got together, you were just evenly matched. And the difference is that you grew and you evolved, and the other person hasn't. You can't make this other person evolve. You can't force them, you can't change them, right? That's not how it works. But it's just you don't fit each other anymore. But this is quite hard for you to accept. It's quite hard for you to accept this. And that's why the Hanged One is here in reverse. The hanged one, if it were upright, is saying that you have a different perspective. You can kind of see what other people don't see, but you're not at that stage yet. Right now, you don't understand. I think you inherently know that something good happened for you as a person, but you don't yet see how this growth of yours ultimately led to, I guess, the downfall of this relationship. And once you reach that point, you might blame yourself, but you have to think about it this way, okay? Your overall goal is to grow as a person. It is not meant to be an appendage to somebody. You're not meant there to be, you're not placed here on this earth to be auxiliary staff. You're not meant to be a support system for someone or an accessory to someone. You are your own being, as are we all. We are all our own beings. We all have our own journeys. Sometimes we intersect with other people and we help each other, but there will be times when we grow and we have to let go of connections, of relationships, of people that no longer match our energy. And it's not a bad thing. You're not a bad person, okay? You're just evolving. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, the cards are saying to kind of lean in more into you becoming this more confident version of yourself, because I think there is a temptation for you to kind of regress and step backwards and say, no, 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 I want to preserve this relationship. I want to stay with this person. And there's this temptation to play small again so you can fit in. But, that's a choice, right? You could technically do that, but that doesn't serve you. And I'm not just talking about you. That makes any sense. It doesn't serve you as a spiritual being. If you think about yourself as somebody who's trying to connect more with the divine or connect more with God, you don't actually want to play small. You don't want to pretend that you are not a queen and go back to being a page. I mean, in an ideal relationship, both people should be trying to encourage each other to grow and that you're both growing, right? And hopefully growing in the same direction. But the truth is that doesn't always happen. And so in your case, you have grown quite a lot and the other person hasn't. Take time to breathe out. Yeah. This has been stressing you out a lot. I'm getting the feeling that when I say take time to breathe out, it's like to relax yourself, yes, of course, but also to kind of accept that this is how it is. You see, whether or not you decide to stay in this relationship, because it's still a choice, right? Whether you choose to move on or you choose to play small and stay in the relationship. Like either way, you kind of have to accept that a change has already happened. Whether or not you stay in this relationship, you've already grown and your partner hasn't. And that's like a shift in perspective. That's a paradigm shift that you have to accept no matter what. But yeah, take time to breathe out. It's gonna be okay either way. A new start is coming. Absolutely. But that choice is up to you. Like, which kind of start do you want? Is it the start of you stepping more, like this one, stepping more outside of your comfort zone, stepping more into yourself as a person, as an individual? Because I have a feeling that this is not the first time that you've made sacrifices to maintain this relationship. You probably don't even realize how many things you've given up in order to stay in this relationship. And if you do choose to break it up, it's like, you know what happens when you put a plant in a pot that's too small? Then it kind of its growth gets stunted. And then once you repot it, right, you put it into a bigger container. Or if you plant it in the ground, like outside in a garden, that plant is just gonna grow like, woo, right? Sometimes just that was meant to be like a whoosh sound, whoosh, got big so quickly. Yeah, because once we're given the space to grow, then boom, we do. So it's either you choose to be that, or you choose this new life of trying to adapt to a much smaller container, this little cup. But I have a feeling really the cards are telling you to not stay. Step out of your comfort zone and new start. I think the guidance is going more towards embracing the Queen of Wands more fully. I'm gonna draw a card from a different deck for you, okay? Four of Queens. The Four of Coins is talking about stability, like shelter, like this tent. It is very much about a comfort zone. And the cards altogether are telling you to leave it. Like, we understand why you want to stay with this person. It's not necessarily the person itself, it's also about the stability they gave you, It's like you knew your place in society and you had like you enjoyed having a role. Like you enjoyed being, for example, someone's wife. You enjoyed having your place in society. That made total sense. It's that comfort zone, security with the four of coins. And so this new start, if you do take it, it will involve a loss of that safety in a way. Like fire. I'm thinking about Katniss Everdeen, The Hunger Games. Girl on fire. And fire is a bit more wild. It's not meant to be contained like this. It's meant to grow exponentially sometimes, and it's meant to spread. And I guess right now the choice is between something controlled and safe versus you being free to expand and to grow and to burn as much as you would like. Yeah. I don't know. I want to draw a card for you, and it's this one. I don't know why I put the cards here like upside down. I don't normally like doing that, but Seven of Pentacles. Something will grow from this. It's that whole plant analogy. Something will grow from this, right? This is the farmer looking at his crops. It's like, oh, I did a good job. And like plants are growing. What are growing? If you do choose to be the Queen of Wands, right? If you choose to step out on your own, something really, really good is coming out of it. I don't know what. But yeah, I don't know if you have a dream. Like, it's not just about being independent, like strong, independent woman or something like that. Like, I think maybe you had a dream that you gave up before. But basically, if you're on your own, you'll be able to pursue it again. It's not as commercially lucrative, or maybe you gave it up because it wasn't making any money. But if you're free to do whatever you want and that you pursue it, it seems like it's going to be good for you. Huh. That's it for this reading. I hope this helped you in some way. I want to thank you so much for watching this reading. I want to thank God, the universe, my angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you to my higher self, my cards, my higher self. Thank you so much. Leave a like if this helped you. Let me know in the comments. And I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.